During the first cutscene, Thorin and Bilbo are both placed above the ground. By saving during the cutscene, you can see Thorin's cutscene position. Using the walking while talking glitch on Thorin's cutscene, then skipping the cutscene while walking, causes Bilbo to teleport to the approximate location 000. By doing so with load triggers enabled, we can see 4 boxes located here, although what these boxes do is unknown. There's a level end trigger located out of bounds directly behind the start of the level. This trigger automatically marks the level's final quest as complete when ending the level. Unlike most other enemies in the game, the wolves at the start of the level only become active when Bilbo crosses through certain load triggers. By avoiding these triggers, you can enter the wolf area without the wolves attacking Bilbo. Balin is placed slightly above the ground. Just before the troll camp, there's a small out-of-bounds alcove located behind some plants, where 4 load boxes are located. These boxes load in visual states for the 2 floodgates in the level, though they don't change the height of the water in either area. The north and west boxes affect the first floodgate, while the south and east boxes affect the second. There's also a load box above the pool behind the first floodgate. Hitting this box causes the vile creatures to load in. Triggering the first floodgate intro cutscene causes the rain to slow down and eventually stop. Dying afterwards and respawning before the cutscene doesn't reset the weather state properly, causing the rain to continue forever, even after triggering the cutscene. If you unload one of the attacking plants while it's lunging at you, and then reload it, the game will crash as soon as it appears on screen. The boulders that fall after entering the troll camp have no collision themselves, and are instead blocked from the inside by a large invisible wall. If you save and reload after the boulders fall, then enter the area again, the sound effect will play again despite the cutscene having already happened. There are several triggers located high above the troll camp. One of these temporarily locks the camera onto Bert. 2 of the others play dialogue from earlier in the level if you haven't already triggered it. The cutscene that shows the trolls talking moves them to positions near each other in the camp. By saving during the cutscene, we can see their alternative positions. There are several triggers intended to be hit during the troll camp stealth quest that trigger Bert the troll to move. If you hit these while the camp is unloaded, Bert will automatically trigger these movements as soon as he's loaded in. Similarly, Tom's movement to his yawning position will attempt to play as soon as he's loaded in, but the glitched state causes him to stay still and start yawning in an unintended spot. If Tom hears Bilbo make noise, he'll automatically move to his correct position after giving up his search. The trolls have unique reactions to being hit by throwing stones.
Hey! Something bit me! A bug just bit me. Feels like rain.
After the troll camp's intro cutscenes, the trolls are set to be unable to see or interact with Bilbo until he enters a nearby trigger. By dodging this trigger, Bilbo can scour the troll camp without ever getting caught. The same effect is possible by hitting the trigger before the trolls are loaded in. The game is unable to reset the state since the trigger has already been activated, so the trolls can never see you. By saving during each cutscene where a troll catches you, you can interact with these versions of the trolls upon reloading. Bert and Tom both throw rocks at Bilbo, while William only attacks when Bilbo is close. Using the walking while talking glitch to enter these capture cutscenes allows you to somewhat control the normal camera during these cutscenes. The trigger that causes Tom to move to his yawning position can be easily avoided by jumping against the rock on the left. Doing so makes it much more difficult to navigate the following area, since Tom is still looking in your direction. Entering the troll camp without loading in the trolls will attempt to play the same cutscenes, with no dialogue from the trolls. Entering the wallet's cutscene trigger in this state leads to the final cutscene playing out without William or the wallet present. The mountain trails leading to the Trollhole Caves are visible from the troll camp, but are blocked off by a large tree. If you get past the tree using either glitches or fly mode, you can somewhat explore this path, though the textures and hills are clearly meant to be viewed from a distance. There are 225 courage points located out of bounds behind the start of the level, though they only load in when the troll camp is loaded in. The textures on some of these courage points don't load in properly. Also located a significant distance behind the start of the level is the version of Tom who dances in the cutscenes when Bilbo is caught. Thank you for watching part 3 of this series. If you like the series so far, be sure to let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to support my efforts to continue making video content in the long term, feel free to support me on Patreon. Thanks.
Three wicked, huge trolls. I'd better tell the dwarves. Oh, but they'll just say that a really first-class burglar would have picked the trolls' pockets. Oh, wait, a pocketbook. I could sneak past them when they aren't looking and take it. Oh, I'll need to stay away from those noisy leaves, though.